What's going on, people? This your boy Seven for Adam, back to you with another video. Hey, on the day, man, we gonna do another album review. I want to review Ruslan's new album, Indie Jones 3. Shout out to Ruslan, man. First of all, man, this is the third installment of his Indie Jones series. Don't know if this gonna be the last one. Or he gonna make any more. Or this is a trilogy. Really don't know. But of course, man, I liked it the first two. The first one is my favorite one. I like the first one the best. So I was looking forward to seeing, how this was gonna sound. You know what I'm saying? And let's go to it, man. The intro comes in, very melodic, you know what I'm saying? Sounding good. Of course, he got a video for it. I love the beat, man. The calmness of the beat, you know what I'm saying? And the doom, trying to figure it out with, you know what I'm saying? I like that, man. It's a great way to bring us into the album, to introduce us to really what we're gonna be looking forward to. Of course, the intro, and then you got the next song, which is Future Me. It pretty much set you up for what they expect. He's talking about his future self, having like a conversation with his future self or whatever like that, which it's a very dope concept. I don't think I ever seen anyone do something like that. So in the songs he's saying come travel with him, time travel into the future, whatever like that. So he kind of lean you into what the album is gonna be about, you know what I'm saying? So I like that, man. I always love albums that got some type of concept, put some type of artistic to your craft or whatever, and Ruslan one of the ones that do that, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, on the first two songs, he pretty much just bringing you in the what they expect. I like the intro more than I liked the Future Me. Future Me is okay. It's not really one of my favorites, but it's more like I look at it like a radio song almost, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's just kind of just introducing you to what they expect, you know what I'm saying, throughout the album or whatever. Okay, on the next song, number 3, and I'm gonna try to go through each song, man, so just bear with me, you know what I'm saying? The next song is Million Hit Hairs. Of course, he just dropped the video for that. Very dope video. I love that video. Initially, at first, I didn't like this song, and what it was, the beat didn't catch me. I really wasn't feeling the beat, so I didn't really pay attention to a lot of what he was saying. But as I kept listening to it, man, I'm like, dang, Ruslan kind of busting on them mud, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear they call them the rappers. Sometimes I get that from Ruslan, and sometimes I don't, you know what I'm saying? But they were one of those songs I was like, whoa, like he pretty much he coming with it, you know what I'm saying? I loved it, the Jay-Z, style reference with the I will not lose. I will, and he was adding a little what he wanted to say in there. So I liked that right there. And then what he was saying in the hook, I like that. He put your cell phone. Yeah, I put my cell phone. Basically just telling people, man, he talking to indie artists, man, and that's pretty much what you're gonna get throughout this whole album, man. You're gonna get him, just shoving it down your throat, man, to a lot of the artists, man. Be indie, put yourself on, man, get yourself out there and do what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? So I liked that, man. But like I say, man, this a dope song. Like, I didn't really like the beat, man, but the rhymes schemes and the spin he was doing, it overlaps the beat to me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, some songs do that for me. Like, I may not love the beat, but your rhymes will just take me to, a whole nother level with it. So I love his bars on him, man. So shout out to me and Herds, man. I liked that song up, man. Next song, We On That. We On That comes in sounding like something from the Blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, sound like one of them Blueprint. It give you a Blueprint type feel with the sample, whatever, the soulful type feel. And of course, my guy come in, Paul Russell, man. You know how I feel about Paul Russell. Pretty much just, talking about where he at now since the album done came out. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he never comes slacking. So Paul Russell did his thing. This guy, what his name, Trey King, man, he went off. I don't know this guy or who he is, but he, like, I like his cadence, man. His sound, his delivery, just everything was just on point, man. Like, I think I enjoy his verse the best. You know what I'm saying? He really came. I want to hear some more from Trey King, man. So I think I'm saying his name right. But he was dope, man. Ruslan did pretty good too. He was okay on there. But they mostly just talking about what they own. We on that. You know what I'm saying? Paul Russell with the hooks. Oh my goodness. The man know how to write a hook, bro. The hook so dope. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was feeling We On That, man. Next song, Pocket Watching, man. Oh man, this song so fire. Oh man, the guy that's singing on there, man, I should have wrote their names down, but it's two of the guys on the song. I think they doing the hooks or whatever, man, but they killed this hook. Like, wow. This I can see, like, this kind of sound like some of the I can see some of the older heads vibing it. It's like, I could play this for my pops, man, and I believe he'll like this, you know what I'm saying? So it got that vibe. The hook, man, is on point, man. Like, it sounds like something the old school guys be singing or something like that. So, man, again, man, Ruslan with the don't need to be put on, put yourself on. He kind of was stressing that, like I said, throughout the whole album, man. Put yourself on, man. You know what I'm saying? Very dope song, man. I love it. Pocket Watching, man. The beat, yeah. Next song, Nothing Else. This is with my guy, John Keith, of course. John Keith, come on. Come on. The lyrics is there, you know what I'm saying? The delivery is there, I wasn't too impressed with the song, even though I liked the day delivery, especially Ruslan when he came in, and then, John Key was like, hold on, no, you gotta start that over. Then he came back in, and he was more aggressive. I liked that right there. I liked the day delivery, you know what I'm saying, and the beat was pretty cool. It was just one of them songs that it was just, it was just a song. Like, I didn't really get no concept from it, nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Plain hook, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I like the delivery from both of them, man. Both of them was spitting on there, you know what I'm saying? I get it just was one of them spitting type songs, you know what I'm saying? So, number 7, Puzzle. The connections he was doing with the flows, man, it's only common sense to show how I love her. The only Christopher we respecting is Wireless. The only Donna we know is Glover. Man, like, he was putting them puzzles together. You know what I'm saying? I was getting that feeling like, he was taking, words or whatever, puzzles and putting them together, connecting them. And then, like, I also got that feeling like he was saying, like, how you just be looking puzzled? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was looking, like, dang, puzzle, you know what I'm saying? So, That was a dope track, man. First time I heard that when he performed at the Legacy, you know what I'm saying? And immediately I was on that immediately. Hip hop beat to it. It might be my favorite beat on the album. That puzzle beat just straight up hip hop. You know, I can see freestyling to that beat just all day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely like the puzzle, man. The hook was a little plain to me. I get to Ruslan about the hooks probably at the end of the video, man. Let's keep going. Number 8, third option, man. Oh man. I don't know why I didn't catch this at first, man. Like I was listening to the song, man, and I was just, vibing to it, man. And I think after like listening to it the third time, I was like, dang, he talking about his son. You know what I'm saying? It was dope though, man. It was hard, man. He was just talking about, how his son just see, like looking at it from his lens, man, seeing his mom and dad different shades of color. His mom, got the bronze color that they say how Jesus looked it or is or whatever. That was fine, man. And then he talked about him probably seeing stuff about the police brutalities and him not really understanding, at that age, just observing things at his, at a young age. And then he come back saying like Ruslan talking basically how how him and his wife looking at it, like they gotta sit down and talk to him and try to explain this into him and try to explain why it is like this and how you gotta be careful when you get pulled over by the police. You know what I'm saying? So deep song, man, and I could relate, man, because I have kids myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was a very deep song, man. So this is great song, man. Great song, man. I don't got nothing negative to say about this song, man. It was a heartfelt song, man. So yeah, third option. That's next song is on 33rd, man. This felt like I was back in Americana again. You know what I'm saying? He was basically talking about how he came up, being from Russia and stuff, and being, an immigrant or whatever. A refugee or whatever. And I think 33rd, I don't know what was a street that he was raised on, but that's what he was saying. Like he came up on 33rd and then he went to Oceanside, of course, Oceanside or whatever. So really this just another like Americana type song. So I mean, if you like Americana, man, you pretty much love this song right here. Like he just talking about his life, man, and how he, came up or whatever. Being, a refugee or whatever like that. And the next song is So Good, man. I like how he ended 33rd with the Lord So Good. He gave us a blueprint, and then it go right into So Good. And this is his song, dedicating to, the Lord Jesus Christ. And I noticed like Ruslan, he's not your typical, Christian hip hop rapper or nothing like that. So, but he always on each album, I noticed he at least had one song where he dedicated to the Most High, man, and I think that's dope. Cause a lot of guys, like, I don't even think Ruslan consider himself a Christian hip hop artist, but a lot of guys, they won't even do that. Like they'll do, they'll make their music and say that they're not Christian hip hop, but they Christians or whatever like that. But I won't never really hear no songs that I say they dedicating to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But Ruslan do that. Like he at least had one song on the album that he dedicated to the Lord, and this is that song So Good, man. He's just talking about how Jesus just so good. I mean, what else can you say? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That to me that sound like John Key. Sound like John Key. I could be wrong, but I like that little yeah. I like that right there. So that's another dope song, man, dedicated to the Most High, man. So, last but not least, man, Outliers, man. That's a song for all the indie artists. If you an independent artist, you trying to do music, go listen to Outliers. Ruslan is giving it to him. He giving it to you, man. It's a motivational song, man. even myself, man, like with me trying to be an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, trying to grow in whatever craft I'm trying to do, even with this, trying to review albums and stuff like that, growing in my craft. This a very motivational song, man. So Outliers, man. For all the people that's indie artists, anybody that doing music, even if you ain't doing music, man, if you doing like I say, what I'm doing, reviewing albums, or trying to build a YouTube page, or starting some type of business, man. Outliers is a motivational song, man. I mean, I remember, like, after I listened to Outliers, man, I was like, well, they get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get it, man. Man, I've been doing, online marketing and stuff, and I've been trying to get better at it, man. And just hearing Outliers, it was just motivation to go even harder, you know what I'm saying? And just grow in my craft, man. So, shout out to Ruslan for that, man. Outliers that's an anthem, bro. Like, great song, man. So, man, that's it, man. So overall, man, I'll say out of 5 stars, man, I give it like a 3.5. The beats were dope. They weren't my favorite beats from Ruslan, but the beats was dope, man. He normally have great beats. I think the lyrical content was a little down compared to his previous stuff. I think he was more like lyrical on the first 2 Indie Jones, especially Indie Jones 1. That's the one. Like, that's my favorite one. But I mean, he had some lyrics on there, man, but it wasn't no mind blowing lyrics I hear from him. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say he was a rappers on this album. Content was like, I mean, the subject matter was great, man. Like I say, he pretty much, he had a subject matter on each song, man, and everything just formed into one, you know what I'm saying? And I still didn't really get, like, I liked the concept of him talking about the future me, you know what I'm saying? And I really didn't feel that throughout the whole album, you know what I'm saying? Like, the time travel. Like, when he did 33rd, I felt like it was time traveling, in the past. Like Outliers and stuff like that, I didn't really feel like time travel, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt more like this is where he at, now. Like, if he would have made a concept album like this on maybe the first Indie Jones album, or even before that, back when he did Americana or something around that time, if he would have made an album like this, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't really, even though he was doing it back then, he don't kind of elevate it, you know what I'm saying, to a good standard of where he's at now. So what he's saying a lot in the song, man, like, it's kind of where I see him at now, so I can't see the future him, you know what I'm saying? So, but man, like I say, it's a great album though, man. Great album for Ruslan, man. What I was gonna say about the hooks, man. Hooks been like his weakest thing to me. But the hooks on this album was pretty decent, man. Like, I noticed Ruslan hooks don't really be that good to me. Like, he had to have somebody else doing the hooks. Like, that's why I felt like I didn't really know if he can survive as a solo artist, because he pretty much, like, it's like he needed belief and he needed John, man. So that's why I felt like when them boys left, King's Dream was pretty done. But when he got John Key and Paul Russell, man, like, both of them boys can write hooks. They hooks are very catchy. So Ruslan got like I don't want to say like a hip hopish type, hook or whatever. But I mean, it ain't him. Like, it's a lot of people I feel like Jay-Z, I feel like he don't have good hooks. Like, he can't do a hook. Like, somebody have to help him. So I mean, that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But these hooks on this album, on Indie Jones 3, were pretty good, man. So, kudos to Ruslan, man. Like, I feel like that's the only weak thing he has is his hooks. But everything else, like his rhymes be up to par, the beats be good, the concept, he know how to, subject matters and all that, man. He's great with all that, but you're not gonna be good at everything, in my opinion. You could be good, but I guess you won't be great. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what he lacks at his ability to write hooks. But the hooks on here was pretty good, man. So shout out to Ruslan for that, man. But go check Indy Jones 3 out, man. If you ain't already got it, of course you can go on all the streaming services and you can go to King's Dream, ENT, whatever like that, man, and support good indie artists, good music, man. So, man, this 7 for Adam, man. Like I said, it was just my opinion, man. Let me know what y'all think about Indy Jones 3. Have y'all heard it? You know what I'm saying? If not, I say go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're an entrepreneur. Definitely go check it out. You know what I'm saying? So, 7 for Adam, man. Signing out, man. Y'all be blessed. Peace.